What will happen if a convergence occurs? Weaving Neuralink's cutting-edge neurotechnology with the limitless capabilities of artificial general intelligence, redefining the very essence of human experience. Join me as we explore this transformative journey into the future. Imagine a world where thoughts control devices. That's the world Neuralink is building, this revolutionary company, hell-bent on pushing the boundaries of what's possible, was founded with a vision to create harmony between humans and artificial intelligence. The inception of Neuralink took place when a collective of forward-thinking scientists and engineers decided to take on the challenge of developing brain-computer interfaces. Their objective? To improve the lives of individuals with quadriplegia, and in the process, redefine our understanding of what it means to be human. The heart of Neuralink's innovation lies in their N1 implant. This fully implantable device allows users to control computers and mobile devices purely with their thoughts. It's not magic, it's science. The N1 implant is designed to be safe, accessible, and reliable. It's housed in a biocompatible enclosure and powered by a small battery, which can be charged wirelessly. But how does it work exactly? The N1 implant records neural activity through over 1,000 electrodes distributed across 64 threads. These threads, delicate as they are, need to be inserted into the brain with precision. And that's where Neuralink's surgical robot comes in, ensuring the process is as safe and accurate as possible. Neuralink's quest doesn't end there. The company is constantly on the lookout for individuals to join their patient registry for potential clinical trials. The team is also growing, with Neuralink hiring individuals with diverse expertise to further develop their groundbreaking technology. Neuralink, a small step for a man, a giant leap for mankind. Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI, is more than just a buzzword. It's the future of AI. This is not merely a fanciful notion, but a tangible reality that is gradually taking shape in laboratories around the world. AGI is a type of artificial intelligence that has the capacity to understand, learn, and apply knowledge across a broad range of tasks at a level equal to or even surpassing that of a human. Unlike narrow AI, which is designed for a specific task such as recommending a song or identifying a face, AGI can transfer learning from one domain to another, solving complex problems and making decisions under uncertain conditions. Now let's delve into some exciting developments in the world of AGI. OpenAI, a leading artificial intelligence research lab, has introduced QStar, a model that can answer queries about a set of documents. It's like having a smart assistant that can read and understand a vast amount of information in mere seconds, providing you with the most relevant answers. On the other hand, Google has been making strides with Gemini, an AI system that can generate human-like text based on a given prompt. It's like having a digital scribe that can write essays, stories, or even poetry mimicking the tone and style of a human writer. These advancements are bringing us closer to creating AGI. The day when machines can think, learn, and understand like humans is not a far-off dream. It's a reality that's unfolding right before our eyes. However, it's important to remember that the development of AGI is not an end in itself. It's a means to solve some of the world's most complex problems, to enhance our capabilities, and to create a future where humans and machines can coexist and collaborate. AGI, our next big leap in technology, is closer than we think. As we move forward, the line between human intelligence and artificial intelligence will continue to blur, opening up new possibilities and challenges. The journey towards AGI is a thrilling adventure, and we're just at the beginning. Neuralink and AI, two separate entities, but what if they could communicate? This is the question that's driving some of the most cutting-edge research today. Neuralink, a brain-computer interface, and artificial general intelligence, or AGI, a form of AI as smart as a human, have the potential to revolutionize our world. Imagine for a moment your brain communicating directly with a super-intelligent AI. This communication could happen at the speed of light, far faster than our traditional methods of typing or speaking. Your thoughts could be transformed into actions on your device, or even queries to an AI in an instant. And the benefits? They could be immense. A direct brain-AI communication could augment our cognitive abilities, offering instant access to vast amounts of data and computational power. We would no longer need to rely solely on our natural memory. We could access the entirety of human knowledge at a thought's notice. But with such immense power comes potential risk. Privacy concerns are at the forefront. Would our thoughts be our own, or could they be accessed by others? And what about control? Could an AI potentially manipulate our thoughts or actions? Despite these concerns, there's no denying the potential of a direct link between our brains and AGI. It's a future that's being worked on today, with companies like Neuralink at the forefront. They're developing the technology that could make this possible, using fully implantable devices that allow users to control computers and mobile devices with their thoughts. This isn't the stuff of science fiction anymore. It's a reality that's being developed in labs around the world. And it's a reality that could be closer than we think. The bridge between our brains and AGI, a reality that's not too far off. The human brain, a complex system ripe for an upgrade. As intricate as it is, our cognition, or the way we acquire knowledge and understanding, has limitations. But what if we could change that? What if we could augment our cognitive abilities? Enter Neuralink, a company aiming to do just that by developing brain-computer interfaces. Imagine the potential. Instant access to vast amounts of data, computational power at the speed of thought, and the ability to learn new skills or languages in a fraction of the time it would normally take. But let's take a step back and understand how this could work. Picture two neural systems, say, two advanced AI models like ChatGPT-3 and GPT-4 engaging in a conversation. GPT-4 asks GPT-3, "Give me all your knowledge." Now GPT-3 won't necessarily download all its information into GPT-4. Instead, it might start a back-and-forth dialogue, transferring knowledge through conversation. This is a reflection of how language fundamentally works. It's about taking one generative cognitive model, running it forward and re-encoding it into another cognitive model. It's a dance of thoughts and ideas, a journey of knowledge transfer that doesn't happen instantaneously, but unfolds over time. Now translate this to human cognition. A Neuralink implant could potentially allow our brains to engage in a similar dance, not with an AI, but with the vast reservoir of knowledge available on the internet. It's like having an internet browser in your mind, opening up a world of information like never before. However, like any major leap in technology, this comes with its own set of challenges and ethical considerations. How do we ensure the privacy and security of our thoughts in such a scenario? How do we prevent the misuse of such powerful technology? These are questions that need careful deliberation as we step into this brave new world. Neuralink, not just changing how we think, but what we think. A future where human cognition is not just about our biological capabilities, but also about the technological augmentations that could potentially redefine the boundaries of human intelligence. A world where every mind is interconnected. Welcome to the future. Imagine a world where the boundaries of individual minds are blurred, where every thought, every idea, every bit of human knowledge is shared and accessible to all. This is the potential future offered by the marriage of Neuralink and artificial general intelligence, or AGI. Neuralink, with its mind-boggling technology, promises to link our brains directly with AGI, augmenting human cognitive abilities and offering us instant access to vast amounts of data and computational power. The implications of this are enormous, as it could lead to a unified human consciousness, a concept that has long been a subject of science fiction and philosophical discourse. This concept of a unified human consciousness, where our minds are interconnected, could revolutionize the way we live, learn, and interact with each other. It would allow for a level of understanding and empathy previously unimaginable, as we would be able to directly perceive the thoughts and feelings of others. Cultural boundaries could dissolve as we all gain a deeper understanding of each other's perspectives and experiences. The collective intelligence of humanity could be harnessed to solve complex problems and create innovative solutions. The potential for human progress in such a world is truly staggering. However, this future is not without its challenges. Privacy concerns, ethical considerations, and the potential for misuse are just a few of the issues that need to be addressed. The very notion of individuality could be threatened in a world where everyone's thoughts and experiences are shared. Nonetheless, the potential benefits of a unified human consciousness are too great to ignore. This is not just about technological advancement, but about human evolution. The convergence of Neuralink and AGI could usher in a new era of human cognition, changing what it means to be human. A unified human consciousness, a new frontier in human evolution. The Singularity, a point of no return in our relationship with machines. This term, often thrown around in the realm of artificial intelligence, refers to a hypothetical moment in time. A moment when the development of artificial general intelligence, or AGI, becomes so advanced, so incredibly sophisticated, that it would irreversibly change the face of human civilization. Imagine an AI with human-level abilities, not just in one area, but in all. It could think, learn, understand, and create in the same way we do, and maybe even better. This is not just an upgrade to our current AI systems. It's a quantum leap, a genuine revolution in technology and in how we live our lives. But what does this mean for us as a society, as a species? This is where it gets interesting and a bit daunting. The singularity would signify the dawn of our inseparability from machines. It's a point where we wouldn't be able to live without them, without ceasing to function as human beings. It's a future where we are so intertwined with AI that we become part of it, and it becomes part of us. But here's the million-dollar question. If the singularity comes, will we even notice it? It's like trying to see the air we breathe. We might not recognize it as it's happening because it's such an integral part of our lives. Or it could be so earth-shattering, so transformational that we can't help but notice. There are many possible outcomes. It could lead to a golden age of technology and progress where we solve our greatest challenges and achieve our highest aspirations. Or it could lead to a dystopian future where machines rule over us and we lose our humanity. The singularity is not just a technological event. It's a philosophical, ethical, and existential challenge. It's about what it means to be human in a world where machines can do everything we can do and more. It's about our hopes and fears, our dreams and nightmares all coming together in a single, pivotal moment in time. So as we stand on the brink of this new era, we must ask ourselves, are we ready to take the leap? Are we prepared to embrace the possibilities and face the challenges that the singularity brings? Or will we let this opportunity pass us by, clinging to the familiar, the comfortable, the known? The singularity, the dawn of a new era, or the end of humanity as we know it? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the future is coming, and it's coming fast. Are you ready? AGI, a potential ally, or a formidable adversary? The question hangs in the air like a cloud, casting shadows of doubt and rays of hope. Artificial general intelligence, or AGI, is a form of artificial intelligence that possesses the cognitive capabilities of a human being. It can understand, learn, adapt, and implement knowledge in a way that's indistinguishable from a human. But as we stand on the brink of this technological revolution, we find ourselves divided. On one side of the spectrum, we have visionaries like Ray Kurzweil, a futurist and former Google innovations engineer. He envisions a future where AGI augments human minds, catapulting us onto the autobahn of evolution with no speed limits. In his groundbreaking book, How to Create a Mind, Kurzweil presents the idea of the neocortex, the part of the brain responsible for higher functions like sensory perception, cognition, and emotion, as a hierarchical system of pattern recognizers. He theorizes that if we could emulate this system in a machine, we could create artificial superintelligence. He predicts that by the year 2045, we'll witness the singularity, a point where superintelligent humans, perhaps even the Nietzschean Übermensch, surpass all worldly constraints to realize their full potential. But not everyone shares Kurzweil's optimistic outlook. Some, like the late great theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking, warn that superintelligent AI could lead to our downfall. Hawking cautioned that AGI, if not properly controlled, could become powerful enough to destroy humanity. His apocalyptic warning serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers we might face if AGI falls into the wrong hands or develops a mind of its own. So, where does that leave us? With AGI, are we courting a friend who will help us unlock our full potential, or are we inviting in a foe that could lead to our destruction? This is the question we must grapple with as we stride into the future, hand in hand with technology. AGI, our greatest invention or our worst nightmare? This question will continue to echo until we have the answer, and only time will tell. The Hive Mind, a collective consciousness enabled by AI. Imagine a world where all our minds are interconnected, where the knowledge and experiences of one become the knowledge and experiences of all. This isn't science fiction. We're talking about the Hive Mind, a concept you might have encountered in tales of telepathy or alien colonies, but which has found new life in the age of artificial intelligence. Neuroscientist Giulio Tononi has developed a theory around this, known as the Integrated Information Theory, or IIT. IIT proposes that consciousness arises from the integration of information within a system, and thus, a sufficiently interconnected network of minds could form one superconsciousness. In this framework, we're all heading towards a merger of all minds and all data. Imagine the possibilities: instant access to vast amounts of data, shared problem solving on a global scale, the ability to learn from the experiences of others as if they were our own. But with the potential for such astounding benefits comes significant risks. A hive mind could mean the end of individuality, the loss of personal privacy, or even the subjugation of individual will to the collective. Could we maintain our individual identities within a collective consciousness? Would we want to? And who or what would control this hive mind? These are not idle questions. As we move toward a future where technologies like Neuralink could augment human cognitive abilities and artificial general intelligence could offer us unprecedented computational power, the concept of a hive mind is becoming less of a science fiction trope and more of a tangible possibility. It's a concept that challenges our understanding of consciousness, identity, and what it means to be human. The hive mind, humanity's next evolutionary step or a dystopian future? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear: as we stand on the brink of this new frontier, we need to consider the ethical, societal, and personal implications of merging our minds. Because whether we're ready or not, the future is coming. AGI, the final frontier in AI development. It's not just a buzzword or an elusive concept anymore. Companies like OpenAI are making tangible strides towards creating artificial general intelligence. This is a monumental task, akin to the first human steps on the moon. It's about developing an intelligence that doesn't just excel at a single task, but rather an entity that can understand, learn, and apply knowledge across a broad range of tasks. OpenAI, the mastermind behind ChatGPT, is one such company that has been making significant progress in this realm. They've been innovating, experimenting, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible in artificial intelligence. Recently, they've reaffirmed their commitment to achieving AGI, a testament to their relentless pursuit of this grand vision. But what does this imply for us, for humanity? It means that we are inching closer to a future where artificial intelligence is not just a tool, but a partner, a collaborator. A future where AGI can enhance our capabilities, augment our intelligence, and open up a world of possibilities that we can't even fathom today. However, this is not an easy journey. It's fraught with challenges and unknowns. The ethical implications, the societal impact, the potential risks. All these factors need to be thoroughly considered and addressed. It's a balancing act between harnessing the immense potential of AGI and ensuring that it aligns with our values, safeguards our interests, and contributes positively to society. In this pursuit, transparency, accountability, and collaboration will be key. Companies like OpenAI are setting an example by adopting an open approach, sharing their research, and fostering a global conversation about AGI. This collective effort is what will help us navigate the complexities and uncertainties of this final frontier. AGI, the final frontier, and we're on the brink of crossing it. From Neuralink to AGI, we've covered a lot of ground today. We began our journey with Neuralink, a revolutionary technology that seeks to bridge the gap between our brains and computers. We delved into its history, its procedures, and its potential to change our lives. We then ventured into the realm of artificial general intelligence, or AGI, a concept that once seemed like science fiction but is now closer to reality than ever. We explored the groundbreaking developments by OpenAI and Google Gemini, opening our eyes to the unprecedented smartness that AGI can achieve. Our exploration didn't stop there. We examined the incredible process of communication between Neuralink and AI, and how this could fundamentally change human cognition. We pondered over the fascinating concept of two neural systems conversing, transferring information and knowledge in a manner akin to human conversation. We moved on to envision a future where all human minds are connected through Neuralink and AGI, a future where ideas develop at an unprecedented pace, propelling humanity to new heights. We contemplated the concept of the Singularity, a point of irreversible change in human civilization, where we become inseparable from machines. We also took a moment to reflect on the potential implications of AGI. Will it be a friend or a foe? We considered the optimistic predictions of futurist Ray Kurzweil and the cautionary words of the late great physicist Stephen Hawking. As we neared the end of our journey, we pondered the concept of a hive mind, an AI-enabled collective mental activity that could lead to a merger of all minds and data. We concluded our journey by reflecting on the commitment of OpenAI to achieve AGI, firmly placing the final frontier between our ears. As we stand on the precipice of this new era, we must ask ourselves, are we ready for the future?